According to research, there are certain types of businesses that are considered unfavorable to start or invest in. It is important to understand why these businesses are not financially beneficial, especially if you are looking to avoid losing money or minimize expenses. When engaging in trading, the primary concern is the probability of attracting customers who will continue to support the business and bring in new customers. This aspect is the sole focus of the trading game. Therefore, let's discuss some businesses that are particularly disadvantageous in this regard. Identifying the most favorable ventures to pursue is crucial for achieving success in life. Regardless of your skills or hard work, engaging in NFT before the market crash proved to be unproductive. It resulted in a loss of time, money, and reputation. Consequently, it is essential to explore the ventures you should steer clear of if you aim to generate significant profits and avoid financial losses. One area that demands utmost caution is ATM routes. While others have a personal affinity for vending machine businesses, it is worth noting that not all vending machines are equal. Among them, ATMs stand out as a subject of research rather than mere speculation. There are several reasons why investing in ATM may not be a wise decision. Firstly, the financial calculations associated with ATM often do not align favorably. Let's delve into the details. On average, a typical ATM performs between 3 and 5 transactions per day. The average withdrawal amount ranges from $80 to $100, and as an ATM owner, you receive a percentage between 1 and 3 of each transaction. However, when you analyze the numbers, it becomes clear that the profit margins are insufficient to cover the costs involved. In fact, if you consider the expenses of having someone collect money from your ATM at least once a week, which incurs a cost of $20 each time, along with the operational costs of running the business, the profit potential diminishes even further. Given these factors, it becomes challenging to compensate someone fairly for their efforts, making it difficult to generate substantial profits. Additionally, the payback time for ATM investments is quite lengthy. Typically, funds in this sector do not begin paying returns until 4 years after the initial investment. This extended waiting period is due to the fact that an ATM does not reach its break-even point until 7 years after its purchase. Consequently, if you acquire an ATM for a price ranging from $1,500 to $10,000 per machine and only manage to make a few $100s per month, it would take a considerable span of 7 years to recoup the full cost of each machine. This extended time frame may not be desirable, as waiting for such a long time to generate a modest sum of a few $1,000s can be frustrating. Let's now examine the next business in question, Amazon FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon. It seems like every dubious Instagram personality offers to set up an Amazon FBA store for a hefty sum ranging from $5,000 to $20,000. However, it's crucial to be wary when individuals are more interested in teaching you how to set up an account than setting up their own. Now, what does Amazon FBA entail? Essentially, it involves allowing Amazon to handle the selection, packaging, and shipping of your products. You sell your goods online while relying on Amazon's fulfillment centers to store your inventory and manage the entire process, including customer service. Furthermore, you don't even have access to customer emails, as Amazon takes care of all communication. Leveraging Amazon's vast size and operational capabilities may initially seem like a reasonable idea. However, let's explore why you wouldn't pursue this business and why the available data suggests you should avoid it as well. The first concern is platform risk. Amazon has complete control over every aspect of your business. What happens if a competitor decides to flood your product listings with fake reviews, leading Amazon to perceive it as a scam? Unfortunately, such situations do occur, and Amazon has gained a reputation for taking swift action. In fact, there are sellers who achieved $15 million in sales only to have their accounts suspended due to fabricated negative reviews, leaving them unable to resume business for a lengthy 90-day period. By the time they could resume, their venture had suffered irreparable damage. Additionally, there's the risk that Amazon obtains access to your niche's valuable data and proceeds to create a cheaper version of your product, essentially undermining your market position. This kind of situation is far from desirable. Considering these factors, it becomes evident that Amazon FBA poses significant risks such as platform vulnerability, potential account suspension, and the possibility of Amazon exploiting your product's success. Therefore, based on the available data, venturing into Amazon FBA may not be a prudent business choice. Another reason why Amazon FBA may not be an appealing choice is the lack of uniqueness in their product offerings. The entry barriers for Amazon FBA are quite low, potentially even lower than what FTX's actual financial statements reflect. As a result, competition is rampant, especially with the abundance of internet gurus peddling Amazon courses. It's intriguing to witness the naivety of individuals who fall into such schemes, providing ample opportunity to exploit their ignorance. Amazon already accommodates numerous sellers of this nature, and let's not forget the significant presence of Chinese sellers as well. Although it may be debatable, the speed at which they replicate products is astonishing, and their disregard for intellectual property rights is concerning. Consequently, each time you introduce a new product, Amazon essentially invites a horde of Chinese copycats to enter the market and compete with you. Lastly, Amazon exerts control over the pricing of your products. Through the utilization of a vast array of bots and data scrapers, they gather pricing information from other websites. The intriguing aspect is that if they perceive your prices to be too high, they have the ability to shadow ban your account, which negatively impacts sales. This means that you cannot sell the same item at a higher price on your personal website or any other platform. Instead, you are compelled to maintain uniform pricing across all channels, strictly adhering to Amazon's rules. What adds further intrigue to the situation is that instances of Amazon account information being sold on the black market have surfaced in the past. This unsettling revelation exposes the potential vulnerability of your business, as individuals who have worked for Amazon have been known to sell confidential company information in other countries. Essentially, it provides a blueprint for those looking to replicate your business without investing substantial funds. This genuine document is sourced from the black market, which grants access to Amazon information about a particular business. It serves as a compelling reason why Amazon FBA does not align with my business preferences. In conclusion, it is crucial to carefully consider the businesses in which you choose to invest or start. Based on the available data and research, certain ventures prove to be financially unfavorable and laden with risks. Engaging in NFT before the market crash, investing in ATM routes, and pursuing Amazon FBA are three examples that highlight the potential drawbacks and challenges associated with these businesses. The volatile nature of the NFT market, as evidenced by the loss of time, money, and reputation, emphasizes the need for caution and thorough evaluation before entering such ventures. Similarly, investing in ATM routes may appear appealing at first glance, but the financial calculations and profit margins often do not align favorably. The extended payback time and the challenge of generating substantial profits make it a less desirable option. Amazon FBA, despite its initial allure, presents a multitude of concerns. The platform's control over every aspect of your business exposes you to platform risk, potential account suspension, and the risk of Amazon exploiting your product's success. Additionally, the lack of uniqueness in product offerings and the prevalence of competition, including Chinese copycats, make it a challenging marketplace. The pricing control exerted by Amazon, along with the potential vulnerability of your business information, further compounds the risks associated with Amazon FBA. In light of these considerations, it becomes evident that thorough research and careful evaluation are essential before embarking on any business venture. Understanding the potential risks, financial implications, and market dynamics can help you make informed decisions, avoid significant financial losses, and increase your chances of achieving success in the business world.